screen here from pictures that people have loaded up. Not at the moment, it's not. That's me. Good evening. Good evening. My name's Maureen Butler, and this is Rosalind Court. Welcome back. This evening we have Sam Baxter, which is going to be absolutely wonderful. Before that, I just have to tell you that as you're watching, if you take part in the chat, I will put you in the raffle. All the people who've bought tickets here, you're all in the raffle, hurrah! And anyone who donates during the programme, you will also be put in the raffle. And what will you win? Well, unfortunately, Sam does not have any CDs at the moment, which is boo, yeah? So what we have is we have a Magpie Arc EP, which I can send to you. And, ooh, somebody's got their phone on. And the second prize is who gives a crap toilet roll? Hurrah! Who give their half their profits to water charities. So we like them. Great. Okay. Right. I'm going to sing you a quick song. So you people at home, you can all go and do something else for a minute, and then. This is a song about a woman whose partner, whose husband, is sent off to war, and when you're left on your own, you're allowed to walk through the stubble field and pick up the bits of corn that are left there, and that's how you live. Super. What's wrong with you, my bonny lass? And where's your dashing Jimmy? Oh, the soldier boys have taken him up, and they've sent him far, far from me. Last payday he went off to town, fellows enticed him in and made him drunk. He's better off gone to the gallows. The sight of his smart uniform, it set us all crying, and me, I nearly fainted twice. I thought that I was dying. My father would have paid the smart, and he ran for the golden guinea. But the sergeant swore he'd kiss the book, and now they've got young Jimmy. When Jimmy talks about the war, it's worse than death to hear him. I have to turn away my face, because I cannot bear him. A brigadier or grenadier, he says they're bound to make him. And he laughs and cracks his jokes and begs me not forsake him. As I walk through the stubble field, below which runs the seam, I think of Jimmy hewing there, but it is just a dream. He hewed the very coals we burn, and as the fire I'm lighting, to think those coals were in his hands, it sets my heart to beating. So break my heart and then it's all. So break my heart, my dearie, and lay me in the cold, cold ground, for of single life I'm weary. Thank you, thank you. Can we please welcome to the stage Sam Baxter? Hooray. Now, Sam Baxter, not only does he play fiddle and guitar, he also has brought a shooty box along with him, so we love that. And he lives in Newcastle, so that can't be bad at all. He's come a long way to sing to us tonight. Thank you very much, Sam. Thank you.
Thank you. Nearly. Thank you all for coming. Thank you, and thank you people on the live stream. Hello. Wherever you are. I think my parents are watching, which is lovely. John Baxter. That's my dad. Oh, I tuned it before I put it on. I'm going to start tonight with 3 tunes on the fiddle, and then go over and sing some songs with the guitar. The first tune will be a slow air that I wrote called the Long Sands Air, after a beach in Tynemouth. Follow that by a Scottish pipe tune called Johnny McGill, and finish off with a piece of mouth music and called Did You See My Man? see my man? He was a fine man. Did you see my man looking for me? Did you see my man? He was a fine man. Did you see my man looking for me? Blue was his jacket and white were his stockings, a hump on his back and he's blind in one eye. Did you see my man? He was a fine man. Did you see my man looking for me? Did you see my man? He was a fine man. Did you see my man looking for me? Did you see my man? He was a fine man. Did you see my man looking for me? Oh, blue was his jacket and white were his stockings, a hump on his back and he's blind in one eye. Oh, did you see my man? He was a fine man. Did you see my man looking for me? Thank you very much. Lovely. I'm going to put the fiddle down for now and go over and sing you a couple of songs. Alright, so that last song there, Did You See My Man, I learned from the singing of an Irish singer called Sarah Makem. Did I? No, it's the other one. What was she called? See, this is the point where my dad in the chat will try and will remember and correct me. My dad loves to heckle me. I can't remember her name. She was a fascinating Irish singer. And those were the kind of songs that people would sing when playing the fiddle wasn't allowed, when maybe the church or just cultural norms in Ireland meant that you weren't really supposed to play the fiddle, you weren't really supposed to dance, but people still did, but it was very frowned upon. So they created songs that you could sing instead of playing, and so that was one of the songs that was created to dance to. Did You See My Man? Going to continue on now. It's with a wee sea shanty. It probably doesn't sound much like a sea shanty anymore. This is called Won't You Go My Way, from the singing of John Short from Somerset. I met her in the morning. Won't you go my way? I met her in the morning. Won't you go my way? morning bright and early, won't you go my way? The morning bright and early, won't you go my way? I asked her, would she marry? Won't you go my way? She said she'd rather tarry. Won't you go my way? Oh, marry, never tarry. Won't you go my way? Oh, marry, never tarry. Won't you go my way? Oh, Juliana Maria, won't you go my way? Oh, Juliana Maria, won't you go my way? Won't you go my way? I met her in the morning. Won't you go my way? I met her in the morning. Won't you go my way? 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 Thank you. I wish I was in Manchester, sitting on the grass, with my true love right by me, and in my hand a glass. We'd call for liquor merrily and pay before we go. How can I leave my own true love? Leave him here alone. we seem to be in pain. His hearts are filled with grief and woe, I thought would break in twain. There's many a man more true than he, so why should I complain? Oh, for love, it is a funny thing. Did you ever feel pain? And the tops are painted green. They're made of Spanish leather, and they're tied around so neat. I'm going home, I'm going home, I'm going home, said she. I'll go no more roving, my true love I'll go see. I'm going home, I'm going home. Oh, I am going home. And he'll roll me in his arms all night. Let the wind blow high or low. Thank you. Yes, excellent. Haven't so far detuned the guitar into a funny tuning yet. You're all welcome. It will be happening later on in the evening. Yeah, I've managed to create my set list so that I'm not doing each song in a different tuning, which is great for me, because normally, I know, Morag doesn't like that, she was telling me before. So you can only spend time retuning your guitar if you've got a good story to tell while you're doing it, but I can't speak and tune at the same time. So I'll just be very quick, I promise. Yeah, that was a song I learnt from the singing of a woman called Lemontina Brazel, which is an excellent name, I think. She was a Romany traveller somewhere in the south of England, all over the south of England. She also travelled in Ireland a bit. Yeah, that song was from her. And the next song is from another traveller singer, another Romany traveller singer called Caroline Hughes, or Queen Caroline Hughes. She was the matriarch of the group she travelled with. And this is a song called The Running, Running Roo. Oh, stand you up, stand you up, so steady, oh. Stand up and be true to me. for I'll be as true to my true love as the stars that shine above me. Oh, once I had plenty of time in my garden for you, but I had not the liberty to choose for myself. Now my garden is running with rue, and oh, that running rue runs all too soon for me, so I will cut down that running rue, and I'll plant me a willow tree. And the willow tree, it will twist. The willow tree, it will twine. How I wish I was back in my true lover's arms, that once had this heart of mine, this heart of mine. For a maiden I must live, although I live in pain, for just like that grass that is trampled underfoot, given time I'll rise up again. Oh, stand you up, stand you up, stand you up, so steady, oh. Stand up and be true for me, for I'll be as true to my true love as the stars that shine above me. Thank you. Now, time for the detuning. See how quickly I can do it. That was quite quick. This next song I'm going to do is a song called So Broad As I Was Walking. It's that's not right. It's a song from the singing of a man called Victor Turk Brown, who was a Southern English traditional singer. Oh, my tune is all in a funny direction. There we go. It's a song from two perspectives. The first half from the perspective of, is it the woman or the man? It's one of them. If we're talking in those terms, if we're assuming, I think it is. I think there's pronouns and stuff in this. So yeah, the first half is from the perspective of the man. The second half from the woman, I think, and the kind of, it's an interesting one. I said I was quick at tuning, didn't I? It wasn't until I put my cap on so broad as I was walking. From Sussex, I think. So broad as I was walking down by a shady grove, by a clear crystal fountain I saw my own true love. The flowers were springing, sweet lambs, they're all playing down the banks of Ireland, so careless there did lie. First time I saw my love, she quite surprised me by the blooming of her cheeks, the sparkling of her eyes. My love, she's tall and handsome, both beautiful and fair. There's not one in this country with my love can compare. So walking and talking and walking went I to see my own true lover. He'll surely come by and by, for meeting is a pleasure and parting is a grief. There's not one in this country, my loves, you can trust. He will rob you and take away all you have, but an inconstant lover will send you to the grave, and the grave it will rot you and turn you to dust. There's not one in this country, my love, as you so broad as I was walking down by a shady grove, by a clear crystal fountain I saw my own true love. Oh, the flowers were springing, sweet lambs, they're all playing. It's down the banks of Ireland, so careless there did lie.
I'm just going to interrupt for... I'm there, son. Come on. You can do it. I'm just going to interrupt for 2 minutes just to say, you people who are watching at home, thank you very much to the people who've donated. It's really, really kind of you, because we're a very small, independent venue, and we really rely on donations and ticket sales. One thing is I'd like to suggest a donation for you, for those of you who haven't. And we like to suggest around about £5 is quite a nice donation to make. And what I've discovered in an interesting discussion we had this afternoon is that £5 is more or less the cost of a pint of beer in Newcastle at the moment, which is slightly more expensive than here. So if you would like to contribute the equivalent price to here, that would be fantastic. The address is running around underneath me at the moment, at this very moment. Unfortunately, Sam doesn't have any CDs to sell,
No.
so I can't ask him. But hopefully, you're recording though, aren't you? All over the place, yeah?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, yeah, and he does hang around in Norway quite a lot, which is interesting, which is maybe something we could discuss later.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, great. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. Sorry, I'll go away now. Carry on. How's it going?
Thank you, Morag. I do hang about in Norway a lot. In fact, I'm going to Norway tomorrow. Morag sent me an email with she sent me a very helpful email before I came with some other folk places around here saying, oh, you might want to plan a tour while you're down here. If you wanted to go to a few other places, you might want to plan a tour. And I did take her advice. I did plan a tour. It just happened that all the other dates for that tour is in Norway, which I think probably could have done slightly better logistically, that one, won't lie. But yeah, got a very early start tomorrow as I traipse my way to Gatwick Airport. I'm going to sing a ballad now. Not sure how many verses. Not one of them proper long ones, but it's not short neither. It's the ballad of Clyde Waters, about mothers and lovers, and mothers not liking the lovers and trying to split the lovers up, and drowning. I think that covers it pretty much. There's a hat. We do like hats. Me and Morag went to an open mic last night. There were lots of great hats there. We were the only people without hats. It was, yeah. We felt very out of place. Maybe we would have been more popular at the open mic if we'd worn hats. Yeah, this is called Clyde Waters, from the singing of a man called Duncan Williamson. Gone up yon high hill, down yon dowie den, and the clattering of the Clyde's waters would have fed 10,000 men. Oh, spare me, Clyde's waters, spare me as I am, for when I return you may make me a wreck, but it's spare me as I'm going. And when he's come to Maggie's bower, oh Maggie, let me in, for my boots are full of the Clyde's waters, and I'm shivering to my skin. How can I let you in, William? How can I let you in? For my room is full of gentlemen, and they will not take their leave. So he's turned his horse head round and about, and off and away to ride. And it's fare thee well, false Maggie said, and it's fare thee well, Maggie, he's cried. She's waking in the morning, and to her mother she's gone. Says I dreamed my true love was out our gate, and no nobody let him in. Oh, lie down, my daughter dear. Oh, your true love's been and gone, and the sport you would have played with him, I played it for my own. And he's gone up yon high, high hill, down yon dowie den, and the clattering of the Clyde's waters stole William's hat from him, and he's gone in and further in, and up into his chin, and the clattering of the Clyde's waters, it's stolen William's cane from him. And his brother's standing at the bank, says, brother, will you drown? For catch fast hold here of my hand, and I'll carry you safe and sound. Oh, how can I take your hand, brother, to carry me safe and sound? For it's sleeping or waking, false Maggie dear, she would not let me in. So she's gone up yon high, high hill, down yon dowie den, and in the deepest part of the Clyde's waters, she's found her William in. Oh, William, please forgive me. Oh, William, dear, she cries. Oh, together here in the Clyde's waters, oh, together here we'll lie. Miserable, innit? But that's folk music for you. Might just stay in this tuning while I'm here. Make life slightly easy. There's a song called Sweet William in the Morning Among the Rush. And if you want to join in, the chorus is Sweet William in the Morning Among the Rush. It's a version of quite a well-known Irish song called Shula Gra. It's an English version of it in which the chorus is, instead of Shula Gra, Shula Gra, Shula Gra, the chorus is Sweet William in the Morning Among the Rush. If you fancy joining in. Yeah, that's about it. Many's the time I've sat on my love's knee. Many's the tales he's told me. He told me things that never can be. Sweet William in the morning among and I wish I was on yonder's hill. Oh, there I'd sit and I'd cry my fill, and every tear it would turn a mill. Oh, sweet William in the morning among the rush. I'll sell my rock and I'll sell my reed, and I will sell my spinning wheel, and I'll buy my love a suit of steel, and sweet William in the morning among the rush. Many's the time I've sat on my love's knee. Many's the tale he's told me. He's told me things never can be. Sweet William in the morning among the rush. Sweet William in the morning among the rush. Thank you. I acknowledge it's not necessarily the easiest chorus to join in on. Don't know why that is. I think it's also because I'm going like all over the place with it. I'm a bit silly with it. Do a bit of ornamentation. Maybe. Lovely stuff. Might do a wee unaccompanied song now. Cool. It's a really short one. I've really gotten into short songs recently. Yeah, I spent all my time at university learning these big, massive 40, 30 verse ballads, and then you get a bit exhausted, don't you? And you're like, 2 verses, that'll do me. Two. You can say a lot in 2 verses. This is a song from Canada, a traditional Canadian song, that possibly came from the British Isles and floated over on a boat, as many of them did. But this one doesn't seem to appear anywhere else. It's just in Canada from the repertoire of this one man called Angelo Dornan. And Angelo Dornan's a really interesting fellow because he didn't sing for most of his adult life. He learned all his songs when he was a kid. Like when he was, I think he was below the age of 12 possibly. He learned all of his songs from when he grew up in Alberta, I hope. I'm not sure. From his parents who were Irish. He learned all of his songs then, and then just didn't sing them. And then all of a sudden, this woman called Helen Crichton, I think, or is it Edith Folks? There's two of them Edith Folks, that's who it is, in Canada. And she was going around asking old people if they knew any old songs. And he says, well, I used to know old songs, but I don't really know them anymore. And then over the course of about 10 years, he remembered all of the songs of his childhood and produced this incredible repertoire. I think over 100 songs, possibly. Like a huge amount of songs that he just recalled from his childhood. And I feel that it's such an interesting story and really beautiful melodies, really beautiful songs, of which this is one. And this is a song called When I Wake in the Morning. It's about yearning. When I wake in the morning, I go to my window. I take a long look for the place that I know. I'm surrounded by sorrow. Will I ever see tomorrow? Oh, Willie, loving Willie, what has chosen your mind? When the boys come to court me, they all say they love me, but I like a hero, and I do them disdain. My love's gone and left me, no other man shall get me, and I never shall marry till he comes back again. When I wake in the morning, I go to my window. I take a long look for the place that I know. I'm surrounded by sorrow. Will I ever see tomorrow? Oh, Willie, loving Willie. Now what has altered your mind? Thanks.
It's the time that everybody's come here for. Can you take two out, please?
Two out.
Right. You can
Raffle time. I've never done this before. This is exciting.
Oh, well, there you
Maybe
go.
not since I was wee.
Yeah, let's hope you don't win it.
So the first win, is it for a particular prize or is
It's
it
for the
whichever they
EP.
fancy? The EP, the winner of the EP is Kerry Prize.
Oh, Kerry. Oh, brilliant. Yep.
Congratulations, Kerry.
Yep. Okay, and for the toilet roll?
For the winner of the toilet roll is
Yeah, it's exciting, isn't it?
John Baxter. My dad. Lovely stuff.
You can take it after you come back from Norway.
Well, I'll
That would be
take it
lovely.
up to him.
Oh, lucky man.
Yeah, lucky
man.
dad.
Excellent.
So they were always in
You
need.
see, it was worth watching him. Yeah. Great. It's payback time, Dad.
Well done, Dad. Sweet. This is my last song of this first half. Well, there's a whole second half for you lovely people in the room. Not for you people, new people. Don't know where I'm looking on the live stream. But I hope you've had a lovely time on the live stream, and I hope you've had a lovely time in the room. Now, I would like you to join in singing with me on this one again, if that's a possibility. Do we fancy a sing? I'll teach you the chorus a bit this time, and then we can probably get... That's what we do at folk clubs. That's what we do. We sing along. This is a version of a song called John Barleycorn, which many of you will be aware of. It's not the usual version, I'd say. It's actually from Canada again, from the singing of a man called O.J. Abbott, if you're interested. And yeah, it's got a lovely chorus, and it goes like this. Hey for the barley, and hey for the corn. Hey for the barley, for that's the best of all. And we have a go at that in the room and at home. Hey for the barley, and hey for the corn. Hey for the barley, for that's the best of all. Let's have another go. Hey for the barley, and hey for the corn. Hey for the barley, for that's the best of all. It's going to be a bit faster than that. Sweet. Lovely. Thank you so much for listening and being here. I hope you've had a lovely time. Buy lots of beer in the interval. Support Rosalind Court. Support live music. Yeah. Thanks. Okay. John Barleycorn. From the west, their fortunes for to try, and they have made a solemn vow John Barleycorn should die, and they've ploughed him in a furrow deep, threw clods upon his head, and these three men rejoice and sing Barleycorn was dead. And hey for the barley, and hey for the corn. Hey for the barley, for that's the best of all. And hey for the barley, and hey for the corn. Hey for the barley, for that's the best of all. Oh, and they've laid him there all in the ground, threw clods upon his head, and these three men rejoice and sing John Barleycorn was dead. And they laid him there all in the ground, till rain began to fall, and John Barleycorn shot forth his head, proved liars of them all. And the winter being over and the summer coming on, well, Barleycorn has a long, long beard, and so's become a man. And it's hey for the barley, and hey for the corn. Hey for the barley, for that's the best of all. And hey for the barley, and hey for the corn. Hey for the barley, for that's the best of all. And they've hired men with good sharp scythes to cut him off at the knee, and the women with their forks and rakes, they served him bitterly. And they've hired men with good pitchforks to pick him to the heart, and the carter served him worse than that, for he bound him to a cart. And they've hired men with crabtree sticks to strip him skin from bone, and the miller served him worse than that, for he ground him between two stones. And it's hay for the barley, and hay for the corn. Hay for the barley, for that's the best of all. And hay for the barley, and hay for the corn. Hay for the barley, for that's the best of all. They drink him in the kitchen, they drink him in the hall, they drink him in the alehouse and up against the wall. And he turns your gold into silver, your silver into brass, and he'll turn the heart of any man when poor poured into a glass. Oh, you pour your wine into glasses, your whiskey in a can. Barley corn in the nut brown bowl, it'll prove the strongest man. And hey for the barley, and hey for the corn, hey for the barley, for that's the best of all. Hey for the barley, and hey for the corn, hey for the barley, for that's the best of all. Hey for the barley, and hey for the corn, hey for the barley, for that's the best of all. Thank you so much.
Sam Baxter, everybody! Brilliant. Thank you, Sam Baxter. It's fantastic. I need to thank, please, Andrew on the door, Phil on filming, John on the sound, Chris on the cameras and the lights, Lizzie doing all that stuff that she does with the microweb, whatever it's called, in Galashiels, and in her pinny at the bar, Una! Hey, fantastic. Now, next week on November the 16th, next Thursday, we have Maddie Morris. Wonderful, wonderful. You're going to love that. And then on Saturday, the 25th, we have George Sansom and Sophie Crawford. They're doing a workshop in the afternoon at 2 o'clock. If you're interested, it's going to be great. It's going to be good. And then December the 7th, we've got Sam Brothers singing Bob Dylan songs. If you like Bob Dylan songs, that is for you. It's sort of like Bob Dylan put to music, I think. But anyway, the 14th, Harsh, oops, yes, yeah. Oh, he'll be very cross with me, won't he? Bob Kenwood and Steve Morahan. No, Sam won't. I don't think Sam will. He's putting it to music. Yeah, okay. Great, thank you very much. My name's Morag Butler. This has been Sam Baxter. See you next week for Maddie Morris. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.